In today's video, we're going to process rope. There are 5 steps to processing rope. This rope specifically is a rope that's been custom made for me. It doesn't need a lot of processing. It is jute rope from Japan. A lot of jute rope is very stiff, tight, has a smell to it. This one doesn't. So it just takes a very simple processing approach. The first thing we're going to do is to break the rope in. So I'll need a carabiner. I have this rope that I've tied on this post. I clip it in. Okay. I'm going to use gloves because if we're going to work with at least processing 10 or 12 ropes, our hands are going to get pretty worn down. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to take one end of the rope, take the carabiner, I'm going to run the rope through the carabiner like this. Okay, and then I'm going to go over the rope 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have this end, I'm holding both ends like this. So what I want to do is I'm going to give myself about a foot, and I'm going to pull the short end, and I'm going to go seesaw back and forth. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then I'm going to let go of the end and come up higher, reach out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Again, grab it here. And this is going to break the rope in. It's going to break the fiber and soften the rope. Right? So we're going to go to the next step. We're going to singe the rope. So we've broken in the ropes. The next step is to singe the ropes. So when we break in the ropes, little hairs are going to break apart here. We want to get rid of those. It keeps it from being so rough. So I'm going to grab the rope here. I'm going to give myself about a foot. I like to keep the tips of my fingers in, so as I burn the rope, the flame can get between the ropes. I recommend opening up the window and getting one of those air filters masks that you can put on, because this will create smoke. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my stove, have a medium flame. I'm going to bring the rope up, I'm going to come down, have it 4 or 5 inches, and as you can see, they're starting to burn, they start to light up like sparkles. Right? So I run the rope back and forth. Okay? Then I turn it to the side here, and then I come down the middle. Okay? I don't want to burn the rope. So then I take the next section, and I bring it in, so then I do the same thing. And we can see. Look at that. Just sparkling. Okay. I turn it to the side, come up the middle, and to the side. Okay. Then I take the next section. Alright, we'll do the next step. Once we singe the rope, we want to kind of clean off the soot that's accumulated from burning. So what I like to do is take the rope, lay it in a rag, and then pull it through the rag just to pull off any of that burnt jute threading. Just like this. Okay? Step number 4 is oiling the rope. Now there's 2 ways to oil the rope. A superficial oiling with some jojoba oil, which I get at Trader Joe's for a couple of bucks. I can put the oil in a rag like this, and then I will rub the oil through the rope. Again, I use my finger to split, but I will keep putting oil, and that just keeps your rope kind of toned and lubricated. If I want a deep conditioning of the rope, I'll use a balm that's a mixture of jojoba oil or mineral oil and wax, which I can find on Etsy. I don't make my own, but I've bought off of Etsy. If you put in rope balm, and this I will put in, take a swipe, I'll put it in the center of my palm, and then I'll again run the rope through my palm. I keep putting it through my palm, massaging it into the rope, okay, and doing this process of grabbing and putting it in the center, right? The fifth step is an optional step. If we've oiled our rope and we have excess wax on the rope and we can't seem to get it off with the rag, one thing we can do is take the rope and pull it up, and we can lay it on a pan with aluminum. We don't want it to make contact with the pan and burn. And then we're going to turn our stove on to 220. And we're going to bake these ropes for 10 minutes. That'll allow the oil and lubricant to absorb into the threads of the rope. I hope this is helpful.